Hey, what's going on, everyone? Boylon here, and we got a pretty interesting blog post from the devs on Friday evening regarding a few things. But I think one of the better sounding pieces out of it is the new supposed roadmap for the rest of 2020, which should be on the way pretty soon. But let's jump over onto the post and read exactly what they said over there. So here we have the blog post titled The White Queen. There is quite a bit here actually related to Emma Frost, which I'm not going to go over entirely because we did do quite a bit the last week and with the patch 4.2 notes and all of that. And if you need to see Emma Frost, she is actually in the roster page in the game at the moment as well. So stay tuned for later on, probably when I do an actual video regarding Emma Frost and the Marauders and all that a bit later on. But so there is quite a bit here on Emma Frost, and they talk about her, but there is another event coming up as well, which we'll see further down in the blog post, and Magneto's coming back and things like that. So what's interesting though about what they do talk about Emma Frost is that they talk about the Hellfire Club. Where is it? Actually, it's down here. Harkening back to her days of performing wicked deeds for the Hellfire Club, Emma Frost joins Strike as a villain controller who can slot into mutant villain teams like the Marauders. Now, I wasn't going to go into her, but what I find interesting is that they do make mention of the Hellfire Club and that they could slot into mutant villain teams. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of what her text in her kit does say mutant villains, but to me, this makes it sound like maybe down the line in the future they might actually do Hellfire Club as a tag. I kind of hope so, because she's kind of a marauder in the new comics. If any of you are reading the new comics, she is in it, but you know, she has nothing related to Sinister. Hellstrike's not even a marauder, and you know, Mystique and Sabretooth I suppose are, but you know, Emma Frost isn't part of that iteration of the Marauders, so I don't really get that there. So actually, I would love to see the Hellfire Club come out in the future with characters like Sebastian Shaw and Mastermind, and I forget who they all are, but I remember the X-Men First Class movie and some of the cartoons as well from the 90s that had the Hellfire Club in, so that'd be pretty cool there. So there's a lot of Emma Frost here. Then there's of course the video from OMG here that he did on Emma Frost as well. And then so here's where we get to the good part. And so this is 2020 feature the 2020 feature roadmap preview. Now they actually haven't said anything about this, but they did say that there's going to be another blog post coming up in about 4 days on Tuesday. So Tuesday, July the 21st here in an upcoming blog post. So from what I understand, there's going to be 2 blog posts next week, once on the Tuesday and then once next Friday. So this will be really exciting to see what they have. It says exciting updates heading your way, new features, new missions. I'm assuming the new missions are related to the ISO 8, which is coming. So we've had some previews on the ISO 8. I assume they mentioned a new ISO 8 chapter. So I think that's what it's going to be. New features, new improvements to existing game modes. Oh, for the love of God, this better be an improvement to the Blitz game mode, because there's been a lot, and I'm going to have a completely different video on Blitz. But man, I'm so tired and so exhausted from blitzing these days. You know, from the Unity event that was by, and the Fun in the Sun event, and now X23 Blitz. I'm just, you know, blitzing my ass off every single day, and it's a lot of time. You know, I'm spending about 3 to 3.5 hours a day doing 7 or 8 blitz rotations right now for the X23 Blitz, and it's absolutely bonkers, and we shouldn't have to do this. And they should be finding other ways to release characters, but also, you know, it's not sustainable. And if you want to be competitive in this game, you know, if you want to get the top 2,000 or whatever scores, if you can get there for the blitzes, for the new characters, but it's just like 10 hours over a 3-day period really isn't sustainable, and I hate that I'm doing it, to be honest, but you know, I want to get as many shards as I can for X23. I'd almost rather pay for it at this point, but it is what it is. So I hope that this is the improvements to the existing game modes. I hope that's talking about Blitz, and I can't wait for the July 21st blog to hopefully that they'll address some of those features. You know, that could be things like we've got already, like the inventory feature that we got in the blog, in the patch 4.2, and you know, the Blitz save squads, things like that. That would count as features, I suppose. So I'll be on the lookout for that, and we'll be talking about that when it comes by on Tuesday as well, I'm sure. So this new event that's coming out to the game, Hot Streak. So you might have seen it, and I'll actually bring up just before we finish the blog post, I'll bring up the calendar, although I think at this point you might have already seen it, so it depends on when you're watching this video, that there is a hot streak calendar that rewards silver and gold promotion credits. So that'll be, I don't remember the exact amount, I'll have to check it up in a little bit here, and it rewards both of those. So on top of what you've already been getting from the Chaos Theory events that happens once a month, you're getting even more silver and gold promotions to put towards possible, 4, 5, 6 red star upgrades. So that's always good to have. And so we get in that login calendar. There's some daily objectives. So it looks like that your Alliance donation daily objective is going to be changing from a silver promotion credit to gold. I don't know if it's just one, if it's 1 silver into 1 gold. I mean, it is what it is, I suppose. And then the Alliance donation boxes, I think. The first 3 Alliance donation milestones will contain silver and gold promotions for 7 days. So this sounds good. We'll have to see exactly how many that is when it comes out. No, most alliances, if all 24 of your players are donating every day, then you should hit that. Mine sometimes misses 1 or 2 donations, so we'll have to see how good the rewards are, and maybe I or maybe some other people in the alliance will have to ante up some power cores to make sure that we hit that, because if it's quite a bit of silver and gold promotion credits for that 3rd box, then we definitely need to make sure we hit that. The Elite Store is going to be capped at 100 power cores for 7 days, apparently. For those of you who, I don't know, spend power cores on refreshing the store. Personally, I have never needed to do that, and I don't, and I think it's a bit of a... I personally think it's a bit of a waste of power cores. I'd rather refresh like the supply store where I get more mini uniques, and I find that a better use of my power cores. But hey, if you're someone who, needs to refresh the power core store, then all the power to you. And then, of course, there's going to be special offers for the gold, red stars, and power cores. It would have to be a pretty good deal to convince me to buy it. I don't normally buy regular deals, and most of the times they say they're special offers. Normally, they're pretty crap. So this is going to have to be pretty cheap to convince me to buy gold and red stars. I don't think I've ever bought a red star offer. So normally they're not very good deals. Very occasionally they do have decent gold deals, but it has to be something pretty good, like 5 orbs for $5 or 5 orbs for $3 or something like that, to get me to buy it. Returning legendary event, it looks like we are getting Magneto back. If you still don't have a 7-star Magneto, then work towards getting him out. The good thing is that now that we have Blob and Toad farmable from the Blitz and the Arena store, that you can use those 2 characters towards Magneto on top of the ones you already can use, which is like Wolverine, Storm, Mystique, Sabretooth, any Brotherhood or X-Men character. So there's a lot to choose from for Magneto, so he's a pretty easy character to unlock now, I think, compared to a lot of the other ones. I think Nick Fury just went by, and man, he's like, I'm not even talking about him, but he really needs more characters to unlock, or he needs to be made permanent, because nobody farms Kree minions anymore. Upcoming blitzes, we are getting the Toad Blitz on Monday, and it looks like, and of course the rerun of X23 on Thursday. So, and just to make people aware, unless they're going to change it, the X23 Blitz probably will only reward shards. I think it's the top 2%, is it, or the top 2,000? You don't normally get rank rewards for shards the second run through. I don't remember if you do get it from the top 2%, or if it's just top 2,000. But I know you have to score really high on the second time in order to get it. The times that they do change this is usually for 100 shard unlocks. They changed this for Call Obsidian, and some of the ones in the past that were 100 shard unlocks, they did allow for shards to be collected on the second blitz, but I'm not expecting this to be the case for X23. And it looks like we do have the block party event coming back around. I think they did say it was going to be once every 2 months, so if you need some shards for any of your City Hero characters, then now's the time coming up. It looks like probably by next week they'll be running that. And one to note is Ghost Rider, so if you need to farm Ghost Rider shards, then use that time to get double shards for him. Everyone else, depending on if you need them or not, they're all here. But I think for me, anyways, it's going to be Ghost Rider that I'll be. I'm not going to be recording or anything for refreshes, but at least it'll give me a chance over the 2 days to get Ghost Rider shards at 4x. But we all know that 4 times 0 is 0, so if you don't get lucky, then you're not going to come out with much. And that's really it. But I think that what is really important here was the the hot streak event, which hopefully might be a little bit okay on the promotion credits, and this 2020 feature roadmap preview. So I know there isn't anything concrete here, but we'll be checking up again on Tuesday and see what exactly they have to say about this, because I think this will be quite interesting to see. And I just really wanted to quickly move over here to Reddit, where they had the hot streak login calendar. So thanks Jazza123, who posted the hot streak login calendar. Although some of you might have seen it by now already, depending on when you're looking at this. Or wrong tab. So it is over here, the hot streak calendar. So it looks like we're getting 24. 34, 44, 54 silver tokens and 21, 27, 36 gold. So it's a fair amount. It's a weird number actually, but I guess depending on how the rest of the promotion credits that we'll be getting through the rest of the event, it might add up to a better number. So we'll have to see there. But you know, of course, any extra free stuff is always welcome. So that on top of some of the stuff you might already have from the Chaos Theory event, this will just pile up, and people will be able to get some more upgrades for their characters. So 4, 5, and 6 red star upgrades. So I'm looking forward to possibly taking my Symbiote Spider-Man to 6 red stars. That all depends on whether or not I actually get enough shards for him throughout this milestone event. I think I'll be cutting it pretty close, but I think I might actually be able to get 6-star Symbiote Spider-Man. If that's the case, then I'm going to be using my gold tokens on him, because I think he's one of like the top best characters in the game at the moment. Not too sure what I'm going to do with my silvers yet. You know, that's I guess that's a topic for another video, but you know, I'm really looking. I don't know. I have a lot of my good characters already at 4 or 5 red stars, so I need to kind of look to see who in my roster I might want to upgrade. And I just wanted to quickly pivot / end sort of looking at my Blitz screen here. So it's just been over a day now, and I'm at 13 million score with the X23 Blitz. And man, I am super exhausted already, and we're not even halfway through the Blitz. And that's part of what I hope to see with the roadmap coming out next week. I think it's, you know, like, as much as I want to stay competitive, the fact that I have to do this much and probably spend like 3 to 4 hours every day, you know, during new blitzes to do this is just exhausting to hell. And you know, on the back of the Unity event and the Fun in the Sun event, I'm just completely, you know, I don't know about you guys, but just blitzing is not fun, and I don't enjoy doing this, but I kind of have to / I don't have to, but I want to do that. I need to do this, you know, if I want to have any chance of possibly getting Dr. Octopus, which is a whole completely different story, but it's very likely that X-Force is going to be required for that event. So for that reason, you know, I'm trying to blitz quite hard for the X23 event and get as many shards as I can there. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the information from the blog post and how I felt about the stuff that's soon to be coming. What are you guys looking forward to seeing out of next week's roadmap? As I said just a minute ago here, you know, I think my #1 concern and hope is that they do something to address blitz burnout, the prevalence of blitz spots as well, you know, taking away legit player spots, especially out of the top 2,000, and just in general, you know, pushing up the scores for most new character blitzes and really important blitzes. So I'll be doing a separate video pretty soon, though, about my overall thoughts about blitz, you know, and the impact of that is having on the rest of the MSF community. But that's just all for me for today, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of your weekend, or the weekend that you're having so far, depending on when you watch this video. And I'll see y'all next time on my next video. So hope you all enjoy the rest of the day, and take care, guys. Stay safe, and see you next time.